Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on my 2006 Dodge Ram. We're going to be changing the engine oil. Pretty straightforward, but before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you give me a thumbs up so it helps with the YouTube algorithm. I'll go over some tools you'll need here in a moment. Some tools you'll need for this DIY. You're going to need some type of strap wrench like this, or an oil filter removal tool, a torque wrench. I have mine preset at 25 foot-pounds, but of course check your owner's manual. A breaker bar with a 13mm bit. And you're going to need 7 quarts of your oil of choice. It is 5W20 fully synthetic. And of course this is my Mobil 1 oil filter. Part number is right there. It is right there. Some additional items, obviously make sure to have some type of catch can. You don't need a jack for this. I'm just going to use my creeper and get right under the car. Let's get started. I'm going to go over to the driver's side and pop your hood. Now you're going to go to the front after you pop your hood. Alright, and your oil filter, your oil filler is right here, where it says 5W20, and this is the engine oil. You want to go ahead and open up your filler cap so the engine oil can flow a little smoother. Now let's get under the car. So now from the driver's side, you just get right under. Should be able to see the drain hole right there. Let that drain out. So we're going to go ahead and let that drain out. Now we're going to go over to the front where the oil filter is. So from the front of your car, let's go all the way down. You should be able to actually see it. Right there. Right there. So you got to get under the car and back it out. Make sure to get a hand under it. It's pretty much going to drip everywhere, unfortunately. Back that all the way out. Oh. Hope you don't have a nice garage floor or driveway. So everything's continuing to drain. I'm gonna go ahead and prep my oil filter. Let's get it reinstalled.
strap wrench, put it on pretty much hand tight.
I went ahead and just put some brake cleaner on this, cleaned it up. We're gonna go back onto the driver's side now and fasten this back in at 25 foot-pounds. Again, you can actually just snub this up by hand if you're not comfortable using a torque wrench. That's it. Now that that's all ready, we're gonna go back up to the top. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up. Again, it is 7 quarts. You're gonna fill up all 7. Well, you should actually do 6.5 first, crank it, and then top it off. All right, so I did 6.5. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on for now. I'm gonna crank it for just a few minutes. Oh, if I can get this cap on. All right. I'm gonna crank it on, let it run for a few seconds, and then top it off as needed. It's gonna be a good opportunity for you to go ahead and check for leaks where the drain bolt was along with the oil filter. So my oil levels and everything are good to go. There have no leaks, so I'm gonna go ahead and do all the cleanup. Make sure you reset your oil meter light. I'll show you how to do that here in just a moment. So to reset your oil meter, you're just gonna put your key into the ignition, get it into the on position, or accessory, I guess. Step on your gas pedal 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There it is. And it reset your oil meter. That pretty much concludes this DIY video. If you like this video, again, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one.